Y'all know nothing about this. You need to pay attention. Sit back and relax. It's time for Goodall's Country Kitchen.
All right, I'm in historical downtown New Albany, right across the bridge from Louisville, and today I'm at the OUTCAST Fish and Oyster Bar, known for high-end seafood. And you know I love oysters. Y'all see whenever I go on vacation, I'm always pounding those raw oysters. Well, that's what brings me here today. I'm going to Naples in 2 weeks, but I'm going to start my vacation early because you can get oysters here during happy hour, 4 to 6. You can get them for $1.50 a piece every day that they're open. So even though it's upscale, a guy like me, blue collar, come in here, eat a good seafood dinner, raw oysters, and come out of here, you know, at a reasonable price. So that's how I'm going to show you how to do that today. All right, before I get going though, I need everybody to hit that subscribe button, please. That's the best way you can support my channel. Just go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also, I did a review, a collab review, last week at Wallace Station in Versailles. Did it with another YouTube channel, and they go by Virginia Fun Seekers. So you need to check them out, the O'Brien family, great folks. And also, you might notice I've been doing some history incorporation into my reviews the last couple weeks. Like last week I did Perryville. Week before that, I did Old Fort Herod and Harrodsburg. So be looking this summer. I'm going to be doing some Kentucky traveling and showing you not only what Kentucky has to offer in food, but also what Kentucky can offer you in other things. Going to be hitting on some history. Also, had a family come in from Minnesota this week and joined me for lunch at Wagner's Pharmacy. I had the Heyer family. You might remember when I was at spring break in Daytona, I had a birthday shout out to Finley Heyer. Showed that triple snapping turtle move when we were at the dairy bar. Well, they joined me again, and I talked him into giving me another triple snapping turtle move along with a Burmese python. Very great folks, good family, had a great time. I had a donation from Dave Ryan, $25. I appreciate that. All right, so I'm gonna go in here. Like I said, raw oysters is the primary focus. I got Mary with me. I'm sure we're going to be getting some other stuff, so be back in just a second. Okay, so as I walk in the door, you see what greets you here. They got the raw bar right here at the entrance. See, you got the oysters on ice. Looks like they carry their own hot sauce, so I probably won't be needing Grace today. Even though if I need it, I'll pull it out. All right, cool little raw bar here. I'm glad I got here early. I'm going to try to show the place without getting anybody on the camera. Pretty modern decor. I like the old brick. You know how I like those old buildings. And it leads out. Oh, very neat. I might actually eat out here. Good looking outdoor section here. Anyway, really cool atmosphere out here. Okay, now I'm coming into the main bar room, and this is really neat. As I said, high ceilings, old 1850s era, antebellum period. Nice bar. And of course, they've got all the Louisville bourbons. Not Louisville, Kentucky bourbons, I should say. Oh yeah, this definitely looks like a good date night place. There's a half dozen. Oh, those are some good meaty looking oysters there. I'm going to show you, I'm going to get a couple dozen. I'm going to show you how they shuck them here in just a second. Oh yeah, don't need to be in Naples, Florida. Get some fresh shucked oysters, that's for sure. Oh, looks like they even have the fancy water here. It must have came from one of those artesian springs. Okay, she went ahead and got her entree because during happy hour they have the special where you can get the fish sandwich, fish and chips. The sandwich is 10. You add the fries or the chips for another 3. And that is a big piece of fish. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hold it here. Look at that. It's batter dipped, which is also pretty cool. And they're bringing us some malt vinegar, which goes awesome with batter dipped fish. That's a big old piece of cod there, folks. $13 fish and chips during happy hour. Welcome to Billy Bob's Barbecue and Amish Deli. It's a little country store with a whole lot to offer, so let's go in and see what they got. They've got homemade Amish jellies, pickles, jams, and honey and sorghum. They've got local Amish-made lunch meats and cheeses. And don't forget the award-winning Kansas City Gourmet Barbecue. Y'all don't know nothing about this Amish liver, cheese, and homemade sourdough bread. And don't forget about the homemade Amish fried apple pie. Just a 30-minute drive outside Louisville. It's veteran owned, and y'all don't know nothing about this Billy Bob's Barbecue and Amish Deli. Also, as an appetizer, we got some of their house hush puppies. Looks like some kind of aioli.
Throw these in here for you. Here's your some crackers. The sauce there with your cocktail sauce is our kombu mignonette. So it's got some scallions, apple cider vinegar, that kind of stuff. It's very good.
All right.
Anything else I can get you guys right now?
Not right now. Well, maybe. Mary, what do you think of yours so far? Oh, sorry. I didn't want you to do a chipmunk move like your dad always does.
It's really good.
And have you ever had batter dipped fish instead of breaded before? Or do you even know the difference? Okay, I know that like the Irish pubs and different places like that, that's where you always find your batter dipped fish, batter dipped cod specifically. But this looks like a whole different level of batter dipped cod here. And those shoestring cut fries look good. Mary, you mind if I steal a couple of your fries?
Sure.
All right, so I'm starting off with 2 dozen oysters. You know, when you get them for $1.50 a piece, you don't find that around Louisville anywhere. So you take advantage when you can. And you know me, I like to gorge on oysters to where I feel like I get enough and I don't crave them. Put a little bit of this cocktail. And they got a house hot sauce here, which the server said that it wasn't as hot as Tabasco, but he said it's very flavorful. So anytime you get a homemade hot sauce, I got to try it. All right, here we go. Very tasty. But you know me, I like the heat. I'm going to get on some of this Tabasco. And I'm even going to put on some extra horseradish. And that oyster is so cold, it froze my teeth. You almost need asbestos mittens to eat these things. All right, I'm going to try one with a cracker. That's how most people do it. Of course, I like to shoot them down like a shooter. Oh, a little lemon. And last but not least, this is the typical way people eat them, with crackers. so sweet and tasty. All right, Mary, get a good up close look at them. Because some of them, they kind of vary in sizes, but you can see there, these are nice size, a lot of them. And you know what I've said about hush puppies, other videos, hush puppies just don't get enough respect. And let me tell you, these are some good quality hush puppies. But Mary kind of reluctantly, but gave in to me trying her batter dipped cod. I just want to show you this. It's so flaky and white. And the breading, even though it's batter dipped, it's a thin batter dipped. I'm sorry, Mary, I didn't mean to take that big of a bite. You saw it just like kind of came off on its own. Thank you so much, Mary. This is delicious. I might have to get one of these. I got their most popular dish on the fish coming, which you don't find much around Louisville. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. We have grilled branzino, which is a grilled Mediterranean sea bass. Actually, it's roasted, and it comes over the top of kale. And it has a salsa verde sauce that's underneath the kale. Okay, I don't think I'll be needing any of this. But I will put a little lemon on there. And I'm not putting any sauce on yet because this is a high-end sea bass. You won't find this in many restaurants around Louisville, I can promise you that. And it comes with the skin on, which I'm going to taste the skin. The skin is actually tasty. There's no scales on it, but it's not like a salmon skin that's real fishy. It is delicious. Anytime you can get sea bass, you have to do it. I'm going to swipe it around in some of this salsa verde. Yeah, as I said, sea bass is high-end. You won't find sea bass in a typical seafood restaurant. So, and I'll only try the kale, which that didn't come out of any glory green can. Delicious. That's all I can say. One word. Delicious. All right. Just more about the sea bass. They fillet it. It comes with both fillets on it, as you see there. But they basically fillet it off the bone. And sea bass, one thing about sea bass is not fishy at all. The meat on the sea bass is rich, but not fishy. Has kind of a texture of like mahi-mahi or tuna. It's flaky. Mary, what do we have here?
A cheesecake.
What flavor of cheesecake?
I don't know.
Cannoli.
Cannoli cheesecake. Thank goodness the server just walked up at the opportune time.
Can I get a smaller box for this? Yeah.
Were you going to take your cheesecake home?
Yeah.
Okay, well, not until I have a bite, right? Okay, everything totally awesome. And I'll tell you right now, the bill was $123, but $38 of that was the Mediterranean sea bass. And I had one adult beverage that was $9.50. So basically you take $50 off of that $123. All that other food we had there for basically $75, 2 dozen oysters and all that other stuff. So you can come over here and eat fairly reasonable. especially for high-end seafood like we just got. Now, the owner of this restaurant also owns two other restaurants over here, Brooklyn and Butcher, and another restaurant, can't remember the name of it. It's a pub that has good food also. This is definitely a good place to bring a date. So definitely worth the drive coming over here. I loved it. And like I said, refer back to those other videos I did last week at Perryville, week before in Harrodsburg. Going to be incorporating a lot of history and food this summer and show everybody exactly what Kentucky has to offer. And also, I have a guest coming in from Lansing, Michigan, coming in Thursday. We're going to do a review at Mike Lenning's. He said he was coming in, been watching my channel, is coming to Louisville just to go to some restaurants. He's going to spend 4 days here. And so I said, where do you want to go? Where do you want to start? He said, Mike Lenning's. So get ready for that. I'm going to show you how Mike Lenning's actually might be the best bang for the buck fried fish in Louisville. But we'll get to that. You watch that on Saturday coming up. All right. With that, y'all don't know nothing about this OUTCAST Fish and Oyster Bar.
Now you know the facts of why I'm on a mission. You're always welcome back to Goodall's Country Kitchen.